Hello everyone. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about the important meters we have in our English literature, which are being asked by UGC over and over again from past few years. This is not important just from UGC point of view, but also I think all the literature students, they must have the knowledge of the basic meters we have in most of the poems, famous poems we read. I'm gonna start with four important ones. The first one being the Iambic Pentameter, the second one being Trache, the third one being Anapestic, and the fourth one is Tektaalik. Out of these four, I am clubbing Iambic Pentameter with Trache. The reason being, even if two things are opposite to each other, we can compare them only if they have something in common. And Iambic Pentameter and Trache, they have a few things in common. First of all, both of them, they have 5 feet and 2 syllables, out of which one is stressed and the other one is unstressed. These are the similarities between Iambic Pentameter and Trache. The second one, how they are different is, see, Iambic Pentameter, it's I, right, starting with I, and unstressed is starting with U. Now in case we start typing anything on our keyboards or on our mobile phones, you can see that I and U, they usually come together. Also, it's easy to remember, no, I, U, they come together. Now in Iambic Pentameter, the unstressed syllable comes first and followed by the stressed syllable. So Iambic, I, and unstressed is U. Coming to the next one is Trache. Again, it has some similarities with Iambic Pentameter, that is, they have 5 feet and 2 syllables, out of which now P, Q, R, S, T. Trache is starting from T and stress is S. So S and T, even in ABCD, right, they come together as alphabets. So here also, in Trache, the stressed syllable will come first, followed by the unstressed syllable. I hope this will help you in remembering the techniques. In UGC especially, they don't ask directly that which one of the following is the one, but they may. And the second one is, in case they are providing us any lines, it's important that we must have the knowledge of calculating the stressed and unstressed syllables. I hope those they have studied the linguistic subject well in the semester 1. It would be quite easier for them. In case you don't have this knowledge, I would like to recommend you and advise you that please go and read them. It will help you a lot, even as a literature student. The second pair I am gonna discuss here is the Tektaalik and the Anapestic. Now, why I'm keeping them together is, again, in case we have to compare something, it's important that they must have something in common. And here, if we see, we can easily remember the word and, right? A-N-D, and. So, and, this word is our keyword here. Why? Because A and D both are coming together in this, and we are keeping them together. In Anapestic, first, what is the similarity between Anapestic and Tektaalik is that both of them, they have 3 syllables, out of which 2 are unstressed and 1 is stressed. So this is the similarity between them. Now what makes them different is, see, my name is Alisha with the double A, right? Double A. And the first word we used to remember this technique was and, again starting from A, right? So Alisha, it's double A. So you can use my name as a technique. At least I am using my name as a technique. You can even use some other word. It's A, double A, and 2 syllables will come together. And in both Anapestic and Tektaalik, 2 unstressed syllables are there, and the third one is stressed, right? 3 syllables are there. So 2 unstressed gonna come because my name is Alisha, double. So the double stress are coming first. So in Anapestic, 2 unstressed syllables are there, followed by 1 stressed syllable. However, for Tektaalik, the first, the stressed syllable will be there, followed by the unstressed syllable. This is all for this thing. Now we're gonna discuss about some important other meters which we have in our English literature. So this time I'm gonna discuss about the rhymes. What rhymes we have, famous rhymes we have in our English literature. See, first of all, we all know what rhyme is. A, B, like A, B, B, C, C, D, D, anything. The end word, which defines the tone of the poem or song, is the rhyming scheme. Even there is another thing called the internal rhyme. What is internal rhyme? Sometimes you have seen that even in the internal phrases of the poem, they have like sister, oh sister. So what sister, oh sister, brother, oh brother. So this is the internal parts of the poem, and they decide its rhythm. So this is known as internal rhyme. We have two another important rhymes which I have recently seen in one of the previous year paper when I was solving them, is feminine and masculine rhyme. Now we need to remember what feminine and masculine rhyme is. First of all, the number of syllables. The number of syllables in masculine rhyme is 1. It's single syllabic, while the feminine one is it has 2, diasyllabic. The technique for remembering is that you can say that stag entries for males, they can go together, it's expensive, right? So it is the masculine one is the single syllabic, while the feminine one is disyllabic. Now if we have to remember the kind of tone or a syllable, it's like for masculine it's hill, still, right? Something like this. While for the feminine one, we can say like I'm sending the ending, like send, end, both of them they have this similar one, and ending, ing is again same. So it is the feminine rhyme. Coming to the next important rhyme is rhyme royal. You have seen that the question is being asked over and over again because Chaucer used it, and when this English literature started coming from Latin literature and all those from Anglo-Romans, so it's important because it is one of the basic and the most oldest one, right? Why this scheme got its name as rhyme royal? Because King James I first used it in his book King's Book. So from there, because the royal people were using it, so the term royal is there. Now the rhyming scheme, the importance is it has 7 lines. 7 lines, right? Though there is no such technique to remember that why it has 7 lines. It has 7 lines and we have to remember it, okay? The rhyming scheme for rhyme royal is used in some of the famous works of Chaucer and even other people, but mostly the one they ask in their examination is from Chaucer only. So we can, in case you can count the number of lines are 7, so chances are higher that it will be a rhyme royal. The rhyming scheme is AB, AB and BCC. See, AB, AB, BCC. When I'm gonna teach you the Ottawa rhyme, it will be helpful to remember why I was emphasizing on this rhyming scheme. AB, AB and BCC, that is the rhyme royal. Coming to the Ottawa rhyme, it has Ottawa, so it's octa, right? From there, Ottawa means it has 8 lines. Now coming for these 8 lines, we need to remember that rhyme royal was AB, AB, BCC. Now this one is AB, 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 CC. So one extra A is there which was missing over there, right? So this is the Ottawa rhyme. Coming to the other rhymes, there is another one that is we need to remember is this tracet or the triplet. Tracet or triplet is the paragraph or the stanza, or when 3 lines they come together, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and they have this A, B, 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 C, 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 this kind of rhyming scheme. The other important thing to remember here is mostly, rather than this one, the one they ask from triplet is the trezza rima. Why trezza rima is important? Because they also have tracets, but this time the rhyming scheme is different. Though they also have 3 lines, trezza rima is also having 3 lines, but the rhyming scheme is ABA, CDC, then CDC, it's DE, D, this type. So which important work which they have asked was written in trezza rima is Shelley's Ode to the West Wind. Some other works like Dante's Divine Comedy, and these works were also written in trezza rima. It's important to remember that Ode to the West Wind was written in trezza rima. The important another important rhyming scheme I'm gonna discuss here is quatrain. Quatrain means 4 lines, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, quatrain. Mostly they are like A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, the simple quatrain. But in case we have ballads are mostly they have 4 lines. Now in this these 4 lines, they have this 3 foot, like the number of foots, they are 3 foots in quatrains. So they are known as ballad stanza. In case a quatrain is having 3 foot, it's a ballad stanza. There is another kind which is in case the same scheme is used in hymns, then we call it a common measure. These are some of the important rhymes which we have in our English literature. So first we discussed about some of the meters, then we have discussed about some of the rhymes.